Second car on the right back. Oh, he gets hit by the Rahal Letterman Lanigan BMW.
Yeah, that's Bruno Spengler aboard that move to a liveried car.
Oh, looks like there could have been 3 wide there.
Down at turn 1, he was on his own, just locked it up, got onto the dirt on the outside and couldn't get the car turned, and when he hit the grass...
Have a listen.
It's down in the dirt there.
Yeah, just a poor decision on that braking zone for the Ferrari to go.
Spinning on entry to the bus stop.
All by himself there, so just got a bit too much. This is coming through turn 5, he just gets a little...
Wow, that just dumped him.
Yeah, he did.
Had a scary moment. Townsend, that's your car.
Yeah, unfortunately, you see him backwards.
Now, this incident happened, Junior, just a moment ago with Olivier Pla in the Sirius XM Auto Nation Meyer Shank Acura.
Oh. And we've got a problem out on the racetrack. That was Nico Lapierre that's just left the pits. Great love called the tape apes. Out of the pits. Well, that was interesting because that is...
Here it was coming through the trioval. Kobayashi looking to the inside, the car on the right. Just not too late there, Cal.
Yeah, there wasn't really enough room. He dropped that left side. You saw the dust kick into the side of Ben Keating. And Ted's just in the grey, he's in the dust, he's in the part of the racetrack where you don't have the grip. So I'm not sure how that evolved, how they got to that point.
Ellis, remember, a rookie in this event. Oh, down to the inside, they're going to make contact. And around goes the 21 Tassoni and into the tire barrier.
Oh, just basically an abort mission. Too fast into the bus stop. That's a scary place to come back on right there.
And here to the AF Corsa Ferrari of Daniel Serra at the International Horse Through, right through the Rolex signage.
Spinning at turn 16, loses the back end of the car, again fairly early in the piece.
That was coming together. There's 2 cars involved in that one.
Oh, that's the Wins car as well.
Oh, he's got the back side of it. He's just got he's
Cameron, rather than from the lapping, the car they were lapping, which was Gabriel Aubry in the Tower Motorsport car, difficult to say, sideways into the emerging Vautier. He did nothing wrong. That could have been so much bigger. Pretty much dead side-to-side contact. Incident indeed, coming through turn 1. He's rolled it. It's actually gone all the way over and back onto its wheels. It's left stranded on the track. Oh no, slid on its own and hit the... no, the wheel came off.
Really didn't want any part of it, and then suddenly he's got nowhere to go. He sits there. And right there, yeah, just takes that tyre right off the rim. Probably caught the valve.
I was not looking. Yes, it was Colin Brown who's gone off at the carousel. Now let's see if he can get that car. But that was quite a hard hit. The short shoot between rear left Michelin on the grass. Allegra Motorsports car that got into them. Oh, down the inside actually. The bright green number 19 Lamborghini was there.
That's down at turn 4. Yep. It's down in the brake zone for 5. The Casada runs wide. Burial thought he could get underneath him, just not enough room.
Day done for the 88 Porsche. Ooh, that's big damage.
And a great start for Wade Taylor Racing. Ricky Taylor, and behind him, going around with a hard contact, is the number 8 LMP2 Tower Motorsport car.
Always doing the triathlons, and you always see social media. United car heavy into the wall. That's the LMP3.
Rear suspension damage, and it's the same part of the track, but this time he spun it into the pit lane. Very, very difficult conditions indeed, and of course we do have a penalty, but I think he probably just caught a bit too much curb. He was sliding before that actually, and did it.
Jim, let's have a look at the replay. Just turns into the corner, and he just carried a little bit too much speed in there, I think, for this for the outlap. Around it goes. He does make
down the inside, but is blocked by Kevin Magnussen, who goes for second place, and there's a touch, and round goes Ollie Pla. He was pushed, I think, by Colin Brown. Yes, he was. Contact with the 54.
qualifying lap record, so we're 8 seconds and a half outside of that. Mario Farback says, well, poor Cooper McNeil is in the grass, he's going to have a hard time getting out of there.
And he's really unlucky because that is one of the wettest parts of the grass around there. There's a little depression, and he's splashed his way as the blue era E-Deck car, and that's just on the curb as well. It's the curbs. The curbs have got wetter, Jeremy. They were using them earlier on.
Ricky Taylor going into turn 5 just carried a bit too much speed in, but Ollie Pla's really struggling. That was a big slide he had under braking there for turn 3. Then he goes off the road and makes contact with the barrier. But moments before,
the top 6 made up by the Carbon Audi R8 and then the Heart of Racing Aston.
To start for that car, so we can see maybe what happened. Whoa.
Oh, big hit. And wheels being locked as well, spinning up the Michelins, and just couldn't. I don't think he was helped out there, Jeremy.
Yeah, what happened here to that's what happened to the number 14 Acura. He was well, might say assaulted on the right side there by Richard Highstand.
And that is 3, 4 and 79. LMP2 Ben Keating, another hit for Ben Keating coming down into turn 10. A complete spin for the champion Porsche, and Richard Mille taking over the number 1 Paul Miller Racing has just gone quickest, a 1:25.658, Jeremy. And that again, Miller Racing for the Lamborghini Huracan. So what happened to... Oh no, it was a spin for the lead for the... well, it was definitely Ryan Diello picked up one of the Haggerty stand.
It was Aubry that spun.
It was Aubry that spun.
Was there contact between the two of them?
That's where the green door mirror disappeared. Alex just about clipping the wall out of turn 8 with the... As I say, I'm not really sure when he's just sitting there. It's just like trying to take a wee bit too much speed into the hairpin. Yeah, absolutely. Still running on a green flag at the moment. He was defending into turn 1 super late. How late on the brakes? Well, too late. And the tyre wall on the exit of turn 1. He turns in, just didn't turn in. That was the problem. Branded tyres. Oh, hang on. Well, the Carbon Audi was right there beside him. That was the number 39, the green and yellow car with Richard High. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Either being rubbed off by a very close car or the aerodynamics of these cars. They do move quite a bit of air. Was going across and got a tap. Squeezed the Corvette number 3 into the Scuderia Corsa Ferrari and came off the worst. About issues of tyres, they have done their job there. Lost that going into the roller coaster, and then from then on he was a passenger and just did not appear to slow down. Didn't even take too much of the curb on the inside, but the car just drifted out. Debris, by the way, down there, just clipped the inside curb with his right side Michelins, and that kicked the bright yellow Corvettes. I wonder if they've cracked an oil cooler at the front of that car then, in the number 25, and he's gone off on his own oil. And then as the BMW turns into 5, big spray of oil and debris. The back end was just breaking away from him, and he's off the track, sliding sideways. I think he may have just touched the wall at the top of the hill. Oh no, he's got away with it, kept on the throttle. Juncadella saving the rear end of the car.
His final IMSA race, at least for now, apparently. He had a big spin there, didn't he? At turn 3, going into turn 3 there for Ben Keating.
Jeremy, he's spot on. Kamui Kobayashi having the typical top of the hill, turn 2, exactly as we saw early on. It is the 47 Motorsport car. It's Mark Farmate who was behind the wheel. So we're going to go full course yellow, I'm sure.
In the world, frankly, cold tires and huge contact with presumably the number 12 Lexus of Frankie Montecalvo. Then those P3 cars got into it. And Calvin, did you notice the cold temperatures on the front? Yeah. That car just went straight like driving on ice.
Fluker, he's no urgency there, so we assume he's okay in the cockpit. Wow, under braking right there, Brian. Missed the turn.
Yeah, he was way wide. I want to say he probably, or maybe just left pit lane on cold tires.
It was running second for the majority of the race. The early race, we got a big crash.
Could be a big break for the 55 in terms of timing.
Actually, there was no touch. They were absolutely alongside
there
each
was
other.
There was no contact there. That is not a penalty for the Felipe Albuquerque. But basically, a little bit of inexperience for the LMP2 driver, and he just caught the end of the tyres, and that's what caused all that damage. If he'd gone a little bit further,
a huge wreck.
That's going down into turn 10 as everyone was getting ready to come up to speed.
It's at least 5 cars.
That looks like a Corvette involved right there. Oh, a stack up, like somebody doesn't go. And these cars are coming at speed over the hill. Oh, wow. Gigantic impact. I don't know if they were stacked up. I'm not sure what got them stacked up, but there were cars definitely checking up. Montoya behind the wheel right here, 3 wide, gets down to 2 wide, and then just a little bit of contact with the 7.
Kind of wide all the way through the corner. He kind of missed the apex by about a foot or so, and is probably a little bit marbly out there on the outside. Cold track and just didn't have the grip.
I'm guessing he was looking in the side mirror and kind of got disoriented, but it reminds me.
And this is George Kurtz in the 54 spinning offline. So Brian, as they chase each other in the championship.
Into the brake zone at turn 10.
He goes off. He's going to keep it going.